welcome to another episode of Hard Factor, presented by the Barstool News Network. It is Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020, and Monday was a hell of a show, boys. More fun stories, right, on Tuesday? We got a more fun vibe going on Tuesday? This
Tuesday? Heavy stuff yesterday.
Yeah. More fun or perhaps the funnest?
I have more fun when I'm having fun, so yeah, more fun.
Me too. I'm at the goddamn beach.
That makes three of us. Well, it makes one of you at the beach. One of us at the beach.
I'm working, so it's not that good.
Three of us that like fun. Well, yeah, by the way, where's the YouTube video or the video podcast yesterday?
The YouTube video's online, motherfucker.
Oh, is it up?
9 hours late.
Is it
oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not allowed to take half a day vacation, technically. Working on my vacation.
I got quite a
I think you take more vacations than anyone.
About the video.
Do I take more vacations than anyone? Is that true?
I haven't had a week off in over 2 years.
Yes,
you haven't requested one, William. You haven't requested one.
Well, I just haven't taken one because we need to do the show.
You may request one.
I don't think it's arguable while you're on vacation.
Do you approve them for me?
We're in a group approval situation. I believe you live with your wife.
Is that how it works?
Well, every day's a vacation for me and Will because we live with our wives.
Yeah, it's the best.
That's right. Living the dream.
My sex doesn't come regularly. Yeah, it's very irregular. And I'm also working from my fucking beach vacation. It is not a vacation. So
you shouldn't have taken potentially, but let's
shouldn't have taken.
Let's move forward.
We'll see where the video lands on Tuesday.
Gentlemen, it's a very complicated thing for two men to handle while I'm gone, but I'm still handling it.
We would have happily done a two-man.
Oh, you could just tell us you're not going to do it, then we'll do it for you.
Oh, I'll gladly.
Told us you would do it.
We would have gladly done a two-man show.
It's up.
Okay.
All
right. Well, I'll have to take your word for it.
Let's take a listener poll. Let's take a listener poll.
We'll have to take your word for it because it wasn't up before we started working on this.
Listener poll. Should we have Pat be involved while he's on vacation or do a two-man show without Pat while he's on vacation?
Hey, a policy was enacted back in my thing is okay to take a vacation and get the video up a little late, it's okay? Or no?
Well, I got a lot of DMs. People are burning me up saying,
excuse me, but I believe I was the gentleman that back in the day said we need to do this every day. And
that doesn't change. There was
lots of nasty laziness. There was lots of laziness saying, "Oh, well, hey, Will, where was the sick thumbnail on your days last week? Where was the thumbnail?"
The video still got up.
No, it was total laziness. You didn't complete the task.
Pat, what's the policy you were talking about? Is that 3 people have to do a show? Because if so, then you shouldn't have gone on vacation or you had to work.
Oh, I'm technically not on vacation.
Is that the policy you're talking
about? Let me rephrase it. I'm just in New Jersey. I'm just in New Jersey.
Well, you are on vacation because Pat from Barstool Breakfast fills in for you on radio a little bit later today. So you guys make sure you sign up for SiriusXM, get that 4-month free trial so that you can hear the additional Sirius radio hours that we're doing, where we have other Pat filling in for Pat who's on vacation. But Pat's
I'm not on vacation. Right now. I'm just in New Jersey. Jersey. If I was on vacation, I'd be with my partner at a party right now. But no, I'm here taping the show because that's what I want to be doing because I'm not on vacation because we have a 3-man policy.
Perfect.
The listeners could be the judge of that. I think Mark's going first. Mark is going.
All right, guys. I don't know if you've heard, but there's a new Lorax book out. It's an autobiography by former United States National Security Advisor John Bolton. You like that?
Oh, that was a
autobiography.
Exactly.
Well, that's not really the title.
No. The title that just came out of the book is "The Room Where It All Happened." The room where it.
I believe the title is.
Right.
Yeah, I have a huge mustache. Yeah. Is that the book with the Who's? I don't know. That's Whoville? I don't know.
No.
The Lorax. So anyways, it's called The Room Where It All Happened or Where It Happened. Apparently, it's a novel-length hit piece on his former boss, the sitting president of the United States, Donald Trump.
Okay.
Trump pissed Bolton off something fierce because 500-plus pages of fury come back at him in Bolton's memoir, which focuses heavily on Trump, even though he had a long, multiple decades-long career that included being the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations in 2005 and 2006, and a lot of stuff that didn't involve Trump. But the book, hey, you know what? Sex sells. 500 pages on Trump. Why not? Right?
With the mustache like that, that he's not willing to do anything for attention. That's what with a guy that has a mustache, that he'll never do anything to get your attention when he wears a broom handle on his fucking face.
What is You guys have all had
It's a
mustaches.
stylistic
like,
choice.
You have a mustache now?
Oh no. It is definitely an attention grabber. I'm telling you, the way that Bolton wears his, that's like a guy. If you watch the movie with Cranston, Capote or whatever, about the screenwriter,
yeah.
that guy's
Truman
mustache
Capote.
gets crazier and crazier, like as the years go on.
Wait, are you
He's
talking
like,
about Capote or are you talking about the screenwriter movie? The screenwriter movie?
Not
the screenwriter movie?
Yeah, not Capote. It's called something.
Crap.
Something
he
Joe.
got blacklisted. Trumbo. That's it. Trumbo. He's like this guy. Bolton's like a Trumbo, like where his stash gets crazy.
I mean, you guys all have mustaches. You've had mustaches. Like you get like fucking liquid in them and shit. Like that's not a great look.
Yeah,
Anyways,
but when Will and I chose
You wrote 500
mustaches,
pages about Trump.
when Will and I chose mustaches, it was about being contrarian to the look that is today. Bolton comes from a mustache zone.
The Heart and
Era.
Hive voted mine in.
He comes from a mustache. He comes from a mustache era.
My dad rocked a mustache for decades.
Pat, you owe the Hive a rat tail too.
Hey, by the way, we're there.
Are you cutting it?
I'm happy to announce to the Hive that we reached critical mass with the length, and what I didn't want to do is cut it into a rat tail before it was really ready. But I feel like
exciting news.
I feel like it's ready.
That's pretty exciting.
Well, let's get it going. Hey, good news here. The entire Hard Factor crew's obtained a copy of this book somewhat legally, and we'll be reading it and providing a review sometime soon. Can we commit to that next week? Who's the slowest reader here? Can we get that?
No. How long is the book? How many pages?
500 pages by like mid next week.
I'm a listener, not a reader. You know that.
Get an ebook.
You can have the PDF lady read it to you like a robot.
Can one of you guys read it aloud while you're reading it, and then I'll listen to it?
Absolutely not. You will get no favors, vacation boy. I would like to mention.
I'm in New Jersey. I'm not on vacation. If I was on vacation.
You're hard.
There was a bay with party boats.
I would like to mention at this time that CNN published what can only be described as post-orgasmic meal of grapes and cheese type viewpoint article as a review of this book. So I'm not going to include anything that they said in it. It was written like with the glee of a dog playing frisbee in the park. So I'm not gonna quote CNN's article about this book. But apparently Bolton claims that Trump asked Xi or even pleaded with Xi, China's president, for help in winning the upcoming 2020 election at last year's G20 summit. I'm not sure what.
How do you win a G20 summit?
No.
There's an award ceremony. There's an award ceremony.
No, he asked for his help. He asked for his help. But what I don't get is like, what help could Xi provide outside of meddling? Like, it's just just as support, just like telepathic support.
Could you hack him and send me the dirt, please?
Yeah, like bots hacking, like that's not good. And then to piggyback on that, Bolton claims that the interpreter said Trump told Xi that Xi should go ahead with building the camps.
Oh no!
Which Trump thought was exactly the right thing to do.
Big claim there.
No, that wasn't. No, they didn't. Please tell me that's not true.
That's in context to the internment camps China has built and allegedly imprisoned over 1 million Uyghurs.
Yeah, that one is damning.
Uyghurs and other ethnic. Yeah. So, but look, no, well, is it? Because it's also important to note that Trump authorized sanctions last week on China for the mass imprisonment of minorities, and China did not like that. And also, very important to note that I've told several women, that I want to sleep with, things I don't believe to be true that I think they believe to be true. Sleep with them.
Negotiation tactic.
I feel like that analogy is fair. Like, oh yeah, you did a great job imprisoning those 1 million people, and then as soon as he leaves the room, he's like, I can't believe that.
No.
Mass genocide, motherfucker.
Give me the analogy truth. Don't give me like what you think Trump told Bolton or vice versa.
I think that Trump doesn't.
What were you telling women?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Like, I was telling Chinese women that worked in the Xi administration that the Uyghurs should be in
probably
prison.
Just the woman analogy is like that you're interested in.
Yeah, no, honey.
Anything she's saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
some
honey,
sort of hobby that
it'd be great in intramural volleyball.
Yeah, exactly. The book also alleges he wants to serve more than 2 terms and a ton of other stuff. But look, Sarah Sanders, the former White House press secretary, is not having it, guys. Sanders recently tweeted, full excerpt from my forthcoming book, Speaking for Myself, about John Bolton, a man who's drunk on power, who ultimately betrayed America when he didn't get his way. Yeah. So Sanders has a book discrediting Bolton's book coming out soon, and all of the Hard Factor hosts are going to read that as well.
Oh, come on. No.
Because we're fucking idiots. Because we're idiots.
Why?
We're going to read for and mostly pay for both those books. I don't know how many PDFs you can share, but we're going to, partially pay for both those books.
I can tell you, he's not drunk on power. Yeah, a guy like that, I mean, maybe.
No, it all goes to his mustache. None of the liquid goes in his mouth.
Yeah, no, Bolton's he's just wanting that. He just wants that shine.
You can't get drunk. I mean, maybe like the next morning when he wakes up and licks his mustache, he gets drunk.
I am officially done covering politics when we have one nerd telling another nerd the other nerd's drunk on power.
We have to read both those fucking books.
Yeah.
Well, right. I mean, like, and then how are you going to – it's a he said, she said no matter what. It's just like nonstop.
Maybe a third book.
We're going to act out. Can we act out at least? If we're going to read all this shit, can we at least act out the part?
Of course.
Hey, can I be Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Hey.
Sure. Absolutely.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
I like this restaurant, the Red Hen. They don't want me here. All right, guys. The Chop Chaz seems to be in chaos.
Yes.
Ready for this? It's not good. Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkin is trying to get folks out of the Chop, and the Seattle Police Department apparently will be heading back into the East Precinct building, quote, peacefully and in the near future. This is the building that the Chop Chaz took over. Why? Well, the summer of love is over, guys, and you have to give it to Durkin for allowing a social experiment like the Chop Chaz to potentially flower, but unfortunately...
You really do.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's not flowered.
Yeah.
Not flowered. It's fucked up because, like, some of the Chop Chaz cats really did want to build some sort of different, I don't know, potential approach social behavior. But it didn't work. It didn't work.
Look, if we were taking bets on the Chop Chaz, this is like a date that no one would have bet it made to. Like,
they made it way further than people thought they would. And also, when you don't have cops inside, basically like a block party for multiple weeks.
That's exactly it. Will is that it became a block party?
Well, it was the whole time. Like according to
the first night,
Julio when he was telling us what was going on in there. So like you have no security presence inside of a block party for over a week. It's just shit's gonna pop off.
What stinks I'm getting at is I think that there's a group of people that really are serious about it that didn't want it to be a block party, but ultimately
for sure. It took over the meaning of the protest.
That's how the world works.
Yeah. Well, guys, at the block party, 3 people got shot this weekend.
Fuck.
Yeah, which is why Jenny Durkin is coming and being like, Chop Chaz over, unfortunately.
Was it just still the one that had?
Yeah, we talked about two.
One human passed away, which is terrible.
Right.
Another human took a gunshot in the arm. Another human took a gunshot. I'm not exactly sure why, but they're recovering. But one guy died. And they called the police in. But they had, okay, this is also what's whack, right? So the cops get called to the Chop Chaz because someone gets shot. And meanwhile, the gentleman that got shot that ultimately died got sent away in a private vehicle. But someone with sense was like, hey, we need emergency services. And then the emergency services got there. And then one asshole was like, no, get out of here. We've already sent this person to the hospital in this private vehicle. And like, meanwhile, if you're the guy shot, you're probably like, emergency services, please. Give me emergency services.
That's what the cops were saying. We talked about it yesterday as well. You remember that, Pat?
Oh yeah, of course.
But there's a book called like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, right? Or something like, it's kind of like that. It's like, it's in the opposite effect. Like, we don't want the police. We don't want the police. We don't want the wolf. We don't want the wolf. And then they want the wolf.
The police in the
it's like the exact opposite of The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Yes, of course.
No police, no police, no police. Now we need police and hospitals and ambulances. And
the scene was too like crazy for them to get.
Yeah, of course. And don't be a dickhead to me. Yes, I remember. Of course, I remember.
Well, I'm just making sure.
You're worried about me. Thank you, William. Numero uno on Durkin's list is phasing down nighttime activity. And she won't be using police to do this, guys, because that would potentially create issue. So she's going to be having humans, potentially, I guess, city workers, municipality people, cruising through the Chop Chaz at night saying, y'all get out of here.
Hey, please leave.
Y'all got someplace to go. She's asking people to voluntarily leave in the evening. Offering resources, though, for those who are going through homelessness, which, again, what the hell? Why would there be homeless cats in the Chop Chaz? Like, that's just convenience.
Well, who else would be? I figured that would be the number one place. Yeah,
for sure. You're joking. He's joking.
No, I'm dead serious because
Are you kidding?
Pre-Chop Chaz, you're homeless. Chop Chaz doesn't make you homeless. It's just like, oh, this is a more accepting place of me to be homeless.
Yeah, but they have co-op there where you can go get free shit.
Of course not, but they're obviously accepting of homeless people, and homeless people are always in cities, as you know. So if you're in downtown Seattle, probably some homeless people are already in that area, and then word of mouth from homeless to homeless to homeless. Hey, come on into the Chop Chaz. They're giving out free fruits and veggies.
Yeah,
and shit.
They have co-ops.
Why wouldn't you go to the Chop Chaz if you're homeless?
Right? I guess, but my point is like if you were a Chop Chaz leader, it wasn't the point to make a homeless encampment. But anyway,
look, good things aren't really thought through sometimes. That you're missing the concept of how ill-conceived the Chop Chaz was and ill-organized it was.
Very much so.
That's the whole joke. That's why everyone laughs at the Chop Chaz. No one's saying like love is love, like what's it called, a beauty pageant type answer to a question of how you solve world peace isn't ideologically nice. It's how do you fucking get there? How do you actually make the Chop Chaz a fucking world peace type thing?
And the truth
is, not with idiots, not with morons.
You don't.
Who instituted segregation in a lot of parts of the Chop.
It happens, guys. It happens. Jenny Durkin says it's time for people to go home. It's time for us to restore.
Yeah, it is.
Cal Anderson and Capitol Hill, so it can be a vibrant part of the community again. Durkin added that the impacts on the businesses and residents of the community are now too much. So how her tune has changed. Yeah.
People who
look, it was fun while it lasted. It was funny. It was fun while it lasted. Like, let Seattle get back to like having their businesses and shit there. Send those idiots home.
Well, guys,
you own something inside the Chop. Do you sell it immediately upon the disbanding of the Chop?
I'm telling you, the Chop Chaz might have been great for business theoretically, because like if you ruled your business with an iron fist, you have a guaranteed street.
What about your apartment?
Here's how it'll be good for business is like I don't think lightning will strike twice in that same area of Seattle. So if you have like you can capitalize on a little bit of Chop Chaz with
for like a couple months.
The name of like a company, like a restaurant being like Chop Chazzy. And like
Chaz Cafe.
Right, the Chaz Cafe.
Remember the
Chaz Cafe is how you capitalize.
Well, like with a knife, with a cleaver, and chop as in the physical action. Guys,
they take your order at AR gunpoint.
Yeah, here's the sad.
I'm over serving you. No cops, don't worry.
Here's the sad wrap up, guys. So they're going to be phasing the Chop Chaz out. Not one thing they're going to be doing is trying to limit the Chop Chaz hours during the phase out between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. because, as they put, the late hours of the Chop tend to give way to some problematic behavior. Whoops.
When all the shootings are happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing good happens after 1 a.m. or whatever.
25 activists who can't come to terms with their baby dying in front of them have written an open letter, and in the open letter, they've actively encouraged signs to keep intoxicated people away from the protest zone. So they're still trying to save it, but it's over. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nice. It was nice while it lasted.
R.I.P. Chop Chaz. You guys seriously you touched us from states away. So. You know,
everybody.
I just feel bad for the guys that are still that are like rocketing towards Seattle right now with all their stuff in the back of their car.
Who's going now?
Like a lot of people.
I don't feel bad for them, Pat. That's ridiculous. They're idiots.
Like if you're crossing the Idaho border right now,
kidding me? And you feel bad for those lifelong losers making another bad decision?
No, come on. They could be
racing to the Chop on its third week.
Guys, it was the summer of love.
It was sadly over now. Just there. The summer of love continues everywhere else. Go out, with your mask or whatever. All right, let's move it. If you didn't hear us talk about the Confederate flag for 20 minutes.
Oh, I think we talked about that yesterday, Will. Were you there?
I was there for radio, Barstool Radio.
Were we alive?
We were.
I'm just checking in on you.
Yeah, thanks. Bud.
I love this.
I do recall that. That's why I'm stating it.
Oh, we're doing the story again. Okay.
Right. No, a different one, related. We talked about it for 20 minutes. I think at Pat's request yesterday, nonstop on Barstool Radio.
Yeah, but I talked about it. I hated it. I was involved.
I was just fucking with Pat.
I don't know.
Anyways, here's more shit related to the Confederate flag, but in much lighter tone today. Not as serious.
Okay, good.
First up, NASCAR banded together before the start of the Geico 500 in Talladega on Monday to support their only black driver, Bubba Wallace. So if you have not heard, if you've been living under a rock, Bubba Wallace discovered a noose inside his team's garage stall on Sunday night when Talladega had been delayed by a day.
Sick, cool hate move. Nice work, hate mongers.
Yeah, that is a fucking absurd. we only didn't even know about that when we talked about 20 minutes. We knew about the
Right.
plane
This would have made
that flew
Thankfully,
the
we didn't
thing,
know.
and like this is
made the
absolutely
conversation
insane
longer.
that they did that. Yeah,
Yeah, very insane.
Yeah.
Presumably a sign from some racist jackass that they did not approve of black drivers. Mind you, this comes after NASCAR banned the Confederate flag from all of its events last week at Bubba Wallace's suggestion. A good suggestion. Very wise. Well, we predicted that NASCAR would prevail against the folks trying to slow their progress with getting rid of the Confederate flag. And that's exactly what they did on Monday before the race, when every other driver, the 39 other drivers in the race, and all of their pit crews walked Bubba's car, the number 43 car, to the front of the line before the race. A moving and symbolic gesture.
That was amazing.
That's like cool runnings, man. That's like a cool running scenario.
Right, it is like cool
I'm
runnings.
getting goosebumps right now, and I got goosebumps earlier.
I love that so much.
It was
really cool.
Super
moment.
cool.
Really cool moment. All the drivers in the pit crews walk him up to the front of the line, and then even like Richard Petty was there, like giving him, dapping him up when he gets out of the car.
Just being old.
Yeah, just NASCAR saying that they stand
The
with
king.
Bubba. They stand with equality. Yeah, exactly.
The king, Richard Petty.
They asked me to be here. I'm not sure why, but this is super cool.
Did he hand
Definitely
Bubba
had
Wallace a
no
crown?
idea where he was.
You're the king now, Bubba.
The cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bubba raced well after all that, finishing in 14th place. And then he smiled without his Corona mask on, to the chagrin of some, but to the delight of almost everybody, because he said that his smile without the mask, because he wanted to show the racist haters that they will never take his smile from him. Taking it to the internet, Stephen A. Smith says he hopes that more dumb racists do more dumb shit, like leaving nooses in places where the rest of the country is going to see it and learn about it, because that's what people need to see. And so he lauded it as a very positive moment.
Yeah, that was incredible. Very, very, very cool moment. Hey guys.
One more thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Related to the Confederacy. Meanwhile, in Baton Rouge, school board member Connie Bernard got absolutely wrecked by local activist Gary Chambers. She got caught shopping online during a hearing to change the name of Robert E. Lee High School.
Was someone like perving on her laptop screen?
No, she was just openly shopping like
she was shopping online for like home security systems.
Women be shopping.
Well, while people were passionately arguing that they should change the name of Robert E. Lee High School before it gets violently burned to the ground by the population of Baton Rouge, Connie didn't give a fuck. And this dude, Gary Chambers, fucking destroyed her. I mean, like, just laid into her so hard she had to get up and leave the meeting. And then after she left the meeting, the school board unanimous vote to change the name of Robert E. Lee High School. Definitely worth a watch. Gary Chambers.
I mean, that agreed. Your job as a public servant is to pay the fuck attention during votes. Come on, lady.
Well, yeah, and she had voted before to not change the name. She was just like constantly. She's big time Robert E. Lee stan.
Well, that's weird. Hey guys, it sounds like New York is entering phase 2 of reopening on Monday, which that's great, right? Like, unlike many other states, I think they're doing okay because basically everyone already got exposed to it, right? Like in New York, like they had a really rough go of it. So they're unlike a lot of the southern states, including Texas, where we are, and Nevada's doing okay, right? Like they're
Vegas, I don't think is doing so hot. Up here in northern Nevada, I don't think it's spreading that.
You guys are in like a weird region. You're not like southern. Like Texas is kind of like the cutoff when they say southern. But yeah, like a lot of states aren't doing.
The West is also exploding. I mean, pretty much everywhere outside of like the Northeast and the Midwest, I guess.
Yeah, because New York gave it to everyone in that area. But they're doing okay now. So they're going to phase 2. And you know what this means, right?
Bars?
Yes, bars. Okay, right. Anything else, Pat? Got anything?
Taxis are going to be fully staffed in New York.
How about members-only group called NSFW is back in business? What's NSFW, you ask?
Not safe for work?
Yeah. Is it a meme page or GIF page, not safe for work? No dorks. It's an insane sex club. The NSFW stands for a New Society for Wellness, which also stands for Sweaty Orgies.
Oh. This is a mental health thing. You orgy your way into a better state of mind.
You orgy yourself into wellness. Oh, I feel so well. Oh, how do you feel? Well,
Not suck, fuck wang.
Yeah, pretty much. Not suck. Yeah, exactly.
Or never.
No, it's
always.
Never say no. to fucking wang.
Never stop fucking. Daniel
That's what I'm
Saint.
talking about. I'm in.
Daniel
How do I
Saint,
invest?
Daniel Saint, founder of the Freaky Club, Sex Club, said we had to figure out how to do this in the safest way possible, where no one feels at risk or in danger, but can still enjoy themselves.
Wait, for herpes or COVID?
For just orgies. For orgies during COVID, yeah. For all.
How is he going to make them feel that way?
Yeah, there's no such orgy where you don't feel at risk.
I'm glad you asked, because that includes following the strict guidelines recently issued by the city in relation to intimacy, which they came out last month and said, hey, everyone, we encourage you to have sex, including premarital and with strangers. But in New York, we'd like you to wear a mask that covers your mouth and nose at all times during the sex. And we encourage you to get creative with physical space and barriers like walls. So if you could just get your legs up on a wall and do doggy style, you can get really close to that 6 feet apart. So like New York City is just like freaky as all hell.
Man.
Everyone in New York City's had the worst fucking time with COVID.
So people are going to be glory hole fucking?
Clubs. Yes.
That's big time.
New York City is just all the way. Phase 2 is just fucking strangers.
Distant
holes.
fucking is super, super offensive to small penis men. It's just it's like really unfair to talk about distanced fucking with like barriers when you're a little dick bro.
All you gotta go is through a fucking bathroom wall. I'm pretty sure
that's a lot. That's a lot. That's deeper than.
Can we get a power sander in here and shave these walls down?
Yeah, make it extra thin right at the front, right at the hole. Make it a super thin wall.
Hey, 2 guys with power sander.
Honey, I'd be. This would be a lot better for you, but this is I don't know. It's a thick wall, or like the Amish might have made this wall.
Are you
killing my chubby?
Are you pressed against the hole, or are you?
Honey, it's my belly. That's preventing me from really not.
Yes.
Max penetrating through this wall.
These damn barriers. Saint's not stopping there though. He's requiring extra stuff like the use of gloves at all time at his club, and adding extra hand sanitizing stations. From the pre-corona, a lot of hand sanitizing stations. And here's the rub. No new play, guys and gals, which means you can only fuck the person you came with in public while everyone else watches. You can't fuck new people or strangers just yet. That's going to be like phase 3. So you have to.
So they can all, but where does the wall? So do you have to?
New York said fuck on a wall, like at home. But this club that usually encourages orgies now is just, you have to fuck your partner while everyone watches.
Well, I guess that's good for now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Well, I would assume so. I assume going to the sex club and fucking your partner in front of everyone, it should be good.
Oh, you guys ever been to one of those sex shows?
I've never. No, like a show or a club.
I went to Amsterdam.
Show.
I went to Amsterdam.
This situation, yeah.
I went to Amsterdam and was going to watch a live sex show with like 5,000 other people, but it was too late at night, and the line.
Yeah.
We paid the money. The line sold out. So then I got a refund. Had to go all the way across the street to the shady guy. Sold it to us. Got a refund, and then watched like the normal peep show where you pay a quarter and like the slide comes down. And there's like just one girl in the middle of the pole.
Different varieties. I've done this variety where you watch people do it on stage, and then it's just a bunch of like drunk people and couples in the audience. Mm-hmm. I mean. It's okay. It's exactly what you would expect.
That's Amsterdam style, but Will, this is a more intimate club. This is like 80 people max, and all of them are members that pay. And all.
No, that's what I was in. I was in a room. It was probably like 15 people max in the room.
You were in a members club.
Essentially, I guess. Yeah.
Did they do the wave in there?
Expensive tickets to get in.
Are you still a member?
No, definitely not. It was like a one night thing. But it was just like, I don't know, I don't know, like the vibe in there is interesting because some people really want to chat with strangers, and most people are like, just stay the fuck away from me while I watch these people have sex on stage.
Yeah.
Small talk not encouraged in some respects.
Well, some people can't stay away from it, even in that situation.
Talk about like sitting next to the wrong person on a plane if you spend all that money at a sex club. A spokesperson who attended the grand reopening last weekend said, even though it wasn't normal for a moment, it almost felt normal. She's talking about the orgies. And you wouldn't think that orgy people are the safest when it comes to COVID-19, but that's probably because you aren't an orgy person.
They have the most practice of staying safe, right? keeping things clean,
There you go. How about it?
Well,
That's it. I could go
talk
on.
Gambling. Let's talk gambling.
All right. By the way, you like to take a reasonable risk for fun, unlike the members of NFW. You should on the news at www.predict.org/promo/hardfactor20. If you go to that URL and create an account in minutes and deposit at least $20, you will get a free $20 auto-magically. No promo code, no strings attached. Go to www.predicted.org/promo/hardfactor20 and get it going. Guys, sports may never come back.
Wow.
I'm talking. I did. That's an industry joking term if you're an IT guy. It's like auto-magically. It's like ninjaing it inside the biz. A little QA, a little.
Wow. Yeah, I like that. I like how you're IT-splaining us.
Guys, sports may never come back.
No, that's not true. I think baseball.
I'm talking about the fun ones. I'm talking about the fun ones, Pat.
Okay.
We just don't know. But we know life goes on. Elections go on. And let's talk a market of who will win the 2020 Utah Republican gubernatorial primary. Pat's favorite word, governor of Utah. The utah.policy.com local KU TV station is saying in their survey that Spencer Cox is in the lead with a 34% support among likely Republican voters. We're talking about the Republican gubernatorial here. And former Governor John Huntsman Jr. is at second with 30%. Now, let me be honest. This race is a coin flip. We've gotten some actual listeners that live in Utah to tell us that Spencer Cox is going to win. And I don't know how to take that with a grain of salt, but what I can tell you is that Spencer Cox is in the lead locally. He's getting locals to tell us he's in the lead, and he's only at 35 cents yes on Predicted. John Huntsman's at 62 cents yes. So if you
take the flyer, Spencer Cox. I mean,
35 cents, that's a 65 cent
good chance he
profit.
wins.
You triple up there. What is that? Double it. Anyways, www.predicted.org/promo/hardfactor20. Deposit the 20. Get the free 20. Put all 40 on Spencer Cox. You'll triple it.
All right, guys. Stonehenge, a term for people that are too high around you when you're not. Also, a reference to a mysterious rock monument found in Britain that may be as old as 5,000 years. Are you guys familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, with both your references.
Yeah. And next time you see a guy that's mega stoned and you're not, you call him Stonehenge, you're going to get a party laugh. Welcome to the club. Archaeologists, guys, have discovered a massive series of Neolithic era pits, or as some news outlets like to call them. I prefer shafts. Anyway, these are very close to the Stonehenge site in southern England, and these are big old shafts, boys. Honking shafts. Shafts that could easily penetrate a glory hole. We're talking 30 feet wide, 15 feet deep, so total chodes.
Holes. Yeah.
Total chodes. Yeah, essentially.
What is this? A stalactite or stalagmite? Like in terms of
it's a hole in the ground.
Oh, I don't. Well,
but if you were to fill the hole, the shaft, would you need a stalactite or a stalagmite?
Well, a tite is a pointy one, and a mite is a reverse
one's on the
one.
top and one's on the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I assume every hole is a stalagmite.
I didn't either. That's why I asked. But no, stalactite and stalagmite. I mean, I'm saying
which one is a triangle with a base at the ceiling?
I would assume if it's a shaft, you want the one that's on the top of the cavern going down.
How would you fill a shaft?
I'm going to guess stalagmite.
Yeah, Mark, that's a dumb question. I don't know mites or tights, but it's a dumb question.
Yo, you went to Luray Caverns. You're a Virginia boy. Don't deny.
No, I'm just saying it's a dumb question because there's no way to build either a mite or a tight. I don't know.
I need to hear more about the structure of
guys.
These
there's a bunch of fucking shafts, and there's a ring of large shafts near Stonehenge. No one knows what Stonehenge is. No one knows why it's there. It's fucking creepy. It's weird. But what's really weird is they found these pits, and they're encircling Stonehenge like a mile. It's like a 1.5 mile long circle of these deep ass shafts. So like just adds further to the mystery of Stonehenge. It's confusing the shit out of everyone. According to one archaeologist, when these pits were first noted, it was thought they might be natural features. But only through geophysical surveys can we join the dots and see that there was a pattern on a massive scale here.
Dude, their religious ceremonies at Stonehenge must have been off the charts, like crazy. So many drugs back then, probably like whatever the coolest drug was at the time. That's what they were doing inside the shafts when the Stonehenge thing was.
And calling themselves Stonehenge with different drugs than we back then. But stalactite was what we were looking for, boys. Stalagmite comes up from the ground. Stalactite comes down from the top of those two. Yeah, stalactite will shut those shafts down.
Oh my God, with the tight mite. Anyway, guys, weird shit happening at Stonehenge. But you know what's even weirder? Not being able to give a good gift. There's nothing worse than it.
The worst.
Yeah, I always try. I try, especially for old people. old people, you end up giving a gift to your dad, like some sort of back massager from the Sharper Image because he had a back problem once, and your dad's got a whole closet of back shit he never uses. Stop doing that.
And you remember you've done it 10 times.
Yeah, and you look like a shitty son.
10 times.
Yeah, there's nothing worse
Good
than
news,
it,
Pat. Vacation. Anytime I'm on vacation, I bring gifts back up from vacation.
Guess
so
what, Mark? I
bring us
wouldn't
gifts
know
back.
because I'm not on vacation. I'm just in New Jersey, guys. But I want you to check out
Okay.
Paint Your Life. Paint Your Life is a fantastic service. And if you go to paintyourlife.com, you can start to explore what it's like to get a custom hand-painted painting from a world-class artist of whatever photo you send in. You want to send in a photo of Big Willie Smith? They'll paint it. You want to send in a photo of Mark Borgie? They'll paint it. You want to send in a photo of Mark's cats or me on vacation? They'll paint it. And guys, it sounds expensive, but it's not expensive. It's totally reasonably priced, especially when you're talking about with our discount code. Come on, girl. Your mother will be so happy. Your father will flip his lid. Grandparents, this will literally make grandparents the happiest they're going to be before they die.
It might kill them.
Yeah, no, it won't do that.
It might kill them in happiness.
Overjoy them into extra years of life, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you,
like
Will.
what
Yes.
Will said, yeah.
Yes, Will, not correct, Mark. Anyway, guys, these paintings are truly incredibly done, and you'll be blown away. So go to paintyourlife.com. There's no risk. If you hate the painting, if you think it's stupid, if you say this painting was a gift, Todd, they will refund it 100%. So get on it, guys. All you got to do, if you want our 20% off, that's huge. And free shipping. Holy shit. I never noticed that until now. 20% off and free shipping. All you got to do is text the word FACTOR. That's FACTOR to 64,000. That's FACTOR to 64,000. Text FACTOR to 64000. Paintyourlife.com. Celebrate the moments that matter most to you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Now I really want to see a painting of Pat on the beach with all of Mark's cats.
Oh, man.
Now that you've got it in my head.
You think we can get them down here?
that would be
a scene.
You think we can fly them up?
I don't know. That would be a scene. I think we could, but it would be a scene.
What a watercolor that would be. You know,
you have to dose those cats, put tranquilizer in them, fly them up.
It might be worth the $8,000 to get them there.
All right. We got one more story today, boys, and you know what it is. Space Mountain. We're going back there. Because more space shit. This is some of the freakiest space shit I've seen in a while. It's a 2-part Space Mountain.
You say that every time.
Oh, it's real freaking nasty, isn't it? It's real. You gonna freak us nasty, Will?
Well, trust me, you're about to hear.
This time your mind's gonna be blown like mine is.
Look, space gets crazier every time we visit it, and that's why Space Mountain's a fun place to go.
It gets more confusing.
By definition, it's craziest.
Look, it's ever expanding, we just constantly get better stories. Number one of the 2-part Space Mountain, Pluto actually has a giant underground frozen lake, multiple underground frozen lakes below the ice sheets that cover most of the planet, according to a new study. And the lakes are older than the oceans on Earth. So
holy shit.
So probably frozen monsters in there too.
Correct. They could have even been totally liquid for about 30,000 years when the planet was first forming by being smashed into by asteroids and shit. So
megalodons times a billion.
Yep. Could have under ice aliens all over the place.
And they're going to be angry when they wake up.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, food. Yeah.
Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, that's bad.
Or they've just been spying on us this whole time. We have no fucking idea. Those ice aliens are just staring at us. They're the people that Tom DeLonge.
What their minds? They're like.
I got to tell you, now that we're talking about it, ice aliens is a great name for a cold, high gravity beer.
That's true.
Yeah,
ice alien.
Hey, when you're down there at the store, can you pick up a 6er ice aliens?
Or a bong.
Oh, that's true too.
Both good.
Alien bongs are pretty sweet. So anyways, just Pluto, that's gonna scare you. Don't think about it too much. Number 2, another new study. What's that?
Too late.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna be thinking about it all day. Another new study suggests that there could be as many as 6 billion. You hear that? 6 billion with a B. Earth-like planets just inside our Milky Way galaxy.
Fuck that shit. I quit. If that's the case, I fucking quit. Fuck that shit.
The good news here is you can stop being like, oh, I was so lucky to be born in this place. Yeah, there's 20 trillion other people.
Oh my God, that's gonna fuck with fucking soulmate shit so hard. That's gonna fuck like it's already hard enough to be like, oh, I have a soulmate, and then think about China. Now think about fucking 6 billion Chinas.
Oh yeah.
You telling me there's not a hotter, more compatible human out there for you?
6 billion.
Well, you don't even know what kind of intelligent beings they have, but maybe we could have.
That's what they say today, Will. That's what they say today, Will. Wait till tomorrow or like 6 months from now. They say there's 6 zillion planets.
Right.
Like
it just keeps growing, and basically, you're telling me that there's no aliens on any of those 6 billion planets.
No, I'm not going to tell you that.
You know they're hot too.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of them.
So, right. Some of them are probably terrifying, but the others
like super ugly.
Yes.
Right. Like made of like needles or something. Like not even you couldn't even touch it.
A heroin addict's dream.
Yeah, but not for everybody.
Alien.
But not
She's
for
so
everybody.
Hot.
These aliens.
Tell me you're filled with drugs.
I love Planet X.
And that's going to do it for Hard Factor today. Be sure to sign up, like we said at the top, for 4 free months of SiriusXM. You can do that at any time, SiriusXM.us, I think. So you can join us again for Barstool Radio on Power 85 at 11 a.m. Eastern. Today, we've got Pat from Barstool Breakfast on us with that show. Follow the boys at Hard Factor Mark, at Hard Factor Pat, at Hard Factor Will on Twitter and Instagram, and at Hard Factor West. He will be back when next month, I think. And then we have PFT on tomorrow.
On tomorrow, right? What the fuck Wednesday? Because Pat's not on vacation, so PFT is just.
Yeah, I'm taking one full day off. PFT will be on tomorrow and Thursday. Friday. He'll be on for Friday.
Because you're taking because you're on an 8-day vacation.
PFT, well, 8 days. What do you care if it's fucking their weekend bookending, you dickhead? PFT will
be
on the Wednesday show and Friday show.
Okay. But he's filling in for you while you just hang out in the basement in New Jersey. Is that what's?
Because I'm not in a basement. I'm literally underneath me is water. I would be dead if I was in the basement.
Are you on stilts?
Yes. I'm on stilts.
So you are at the beach.
Oh, you're at the beach.
On vacation.
I mean, I guess you could call it that, Will, but it seems like I'm working right now.
Okay. So also watch full episodes of the show on the Barstool blog and at youtube.com/hardfactornews. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. 100.
We're going to have that. And most importantly, go have yourself a great fucking day.